Colleagues, this is SugarLips 10. Control board has temperature regulator and 3-position switch. Heat, off and mix. Control block from bottom to top, left to right. Power supply unit 24 volts DC. Main contactor, circuit breaker. In the middle, timer controlling stirrers on and off states and time of mixing. Three solid-state relays controlling heating. Buzzer on the sidewall. At the top, left to right. Solid-state relay controlling stirrer motor. Stirrer's motor run capacitor. For checking power supply unit, you need to check phase and neutral input to the power supply unit and 24 volts at the output. Next elements for checking are solid-state relays. To check the relays, measure the resistance between load terminals. Infinite resistance relay is OK. Heaters can be checked from the same terminals. Measure the resistance between load terminals of two relays, those connected to heaters. The resistance should be roughly 65 ohms. In this case, the resistance of two heaters wired in series is measured. We check the heaters at all 3 points. To check the heaters for ground fault, it is necessary to check every heater. If there is no ring up, the heaters are OK. For repairing the stirrer's drive and replacing the heaters, you should disassemble the stirrer's motor and the bottom of the kettle. On the inside of the bottom plate is a protective bimetallic thermostat, normally closed, and triggering temperature 230 centigrade. To replace the shaft, unwind 2 nuts, shaft bush in assembly with the shaft, and take the assembly out. For cleaning the shaft, remove the snap ring and take the shaft out. Remove sugar buildup from the shaft. Before putting the shaft back, apply high-temperature copper anti-seize paste on those shaft areas which are in contact with the brass hubs. If replacing heaters, it is mandatory to apply electroconductive paste, Molykote HSC+, between the wire clip and heater stud screw. The wire terminal junctions must be additionally insulated with glass cord or glass tape. Product temperature sensor. For replacing the sensor, remove the nut, pull out the old sensor, clean the cavity, fill it with heat-resistant silicone sealant, and install a new sensor. This machine can use either of 2 type sensors. Previous models have 3-wire PT100 type sensor. Newer models have 2-wire type K thermocouple sensor, which may also be used whenever PT100 sensor needs to be replaced. This sensor can be checked with an ohm meter. The resistance of PT100 sensor should be roughly 110 ohms at room temperature. Thermocouple type K sensor has 2 wires. Its resistance should be between 26 and 45 ohms at room temperature. Before putting back the stirrer, install sealing rings. Set of sealing rings consists of a thick PTFE ring and a thin silicone ring. Put silicone ring first and then put PTFE ring. If put in the wrong order, it will result in excess leakage of caramel slurry through the shaft assembly down to the stirrer motor.